And hello, good people of the internet. It is I, Tommy Kelly, and this is Adventures in Woohoo. And this is another 9-card 47's divinations. This one is from Michelle. So, Michelle asks, I've no specific question, just anything that the servants want to bring to my attention for the end of the year and also to start thinking about for the upcoming year. So, let's give these a shuffle. As I was saying in the last video, these are the new deck, and they're still... I'm wondering if Gamecraft have actually upped the cards a bit. They seem thicker than, more sturdy than previous, but as I said, it is a new deck, so perhaps it's just that. So, a good shuffle. What can be revealed from Michelle at the end of the year and thinking about next year? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, let's have a quick scan and see what we're seeing here. Maybe bring it down a bit to be a bit more aesthetically pleasing for the camera. Okay, it's an interesting one. Nothing immediately is jumping out at me. Obviously, though, the way the 9-card spread works out is this is the center of the issue, the center of the problem, the heart of the matter. This is what informs us. This is what is informed by it. This is what you shouldn't do about it or shouldn't pursue, and this is what you should aim to do about it, or pursue or move in that direction. So it's interesting that the thing to pursue is the desperate. So the heart of the matter, just reading it as it comes out, is this feeling of the carnal, of feeling good about yourself sexually, feeling good about yourself physically, feeling attractive, feeling like a sexual being. So it's like kind of saying, have a look at that. How are you feeling on that kind of a level? On your attractiveness scale, on your sexiness scale, on your, how do you feel in your skin, in your physical body? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel alive? Do you feel ashamed? Do you feel beautiful? Do you feel all of these things? Where are you in that? And because there seems to be from that, there's some sort of, while it's saying, so the eye is saying that this is the way it's meant to be, or this is the kind of a thing that is how it's, it's, there's not that something has gone wrong, or there's not something that's gone right. It's just the way it is. It's like if you were to believe in fate, destiny, or providence, or anything. So the way things are the way things are, and that's okay. That's absolutely fine. This is the way it's meant to be. All is going according to the divine plan. So these kind of feelings around us are natural feelings, or things that you feeling about, but there's this kind of a sense of a need to protect yourself or be protected from these type of feelings. And because the protector is looking at the carnal and looking this way, it's almost as if you need, in one sense, protecting from yourself rather than from other people. It's not that you need, it's that you might have some ideas that you need to look at about yourself or about how you feel about yourself, that in some way you need to protect it from, because everything is fine. That it's like no one has a perfect body, or no one feels perfectly fine about themselves at all times, but we can be hard on ourselves, and we maybe need to have a look at that. So what not to pursue? It's because these kind of open questions, it's hard to get a focus, and so I'm assuming it might make more sense to you than necessarily to me. because you know your life. So just reading as the card says, what not to do is not try to be more powerful, not put too much energy into it, not like try to up your game. You know, like let's say if we were going on a thing, let's say you're doing loads of exercise, it's not saying do more exercise. It's not saying go on a more stricter diet or wear more makeup or whatever it is. It's not, don't go to any extreme on it. Don't do a bigger version of whatever it is. You know, like the librarian would probably suggest, like don't go looking into more information about health, you know, fitness, diets, or whatever. It's not. You don't need, you know, to give and take as well. But the giver, you don't have to give up to receive. You know, it's that kind of thing. I suppose that you have to. We feel that we have to, in some way, be a bit of like an aesthetic or something like that. Ascetic, even. Excuse me. You know, that we have to give up these things in order to deserve some sort of reward or whatever, that to lose weight we have to essentially starve ourselves, or all of these kind of things, the pressures that we put ourselves on. It's saying not to do that, not to be looking for new ways, not to up your game, not to be seeing it as a give and take relationship, or you know that you have to give up your good things to get, you know, or you have to go through bad things to get good things or anything like that. So then what it's saying, you pursue, it says it's probably getting like the desperate, it's like get annoyed about it. Get as well pissed off about it as you can. In order to become okay with this, to get into the relaxed, healthy, warm friendship, feeling of ease, feeling of relaxed, everything is okay. There's a sense that there is a need to just kind of get to the bottom of it, or get to the pinnacle of it, or the nadir of it. You know, the worst just got right till you get so sick with it, and it's only at that point that you get the message. That's a tough one, you know, because I suppose rather than saying get annoyed about it, get depressed about it, you know, get sad about it, it's like just to actually stop avoiding it, which is I suppose coming from the protection thing. Whatever it is around how you feel about yourself, mightn't necessarily be a physical thing or, you know, an attractive thing, but some sort of hatred or criticism or something like that, that you maybe are pursuing by being very harsh on yourself, and all these things we talked about here. But you just kind of have to, I suppose, in one sense, just give up on that, doing that, or get to the point where you just can't, you know, you're just so sick of it, so sick of thinking about it, talking about it, whatever. And then that's when you can get the message. So that'll be an interesting one, and it'll be interesting to see what your feedback is, or what your thoughts around about it, or whether this comes up over the next while. You might be perfectly fine and happy with all things attractiveness and how you feel in your skin and your body and all of these things. So if it's not that, then it'll be something to do with self-worth or self-image, or feeling something about yourself. Yeah. The give and take thing, I suppose, has been echoed by the messenger. I suppose the giving of the message is kind of would be saying that you would feel that you need to do something or give something in order to get the message, and you know, the messenger, depending on which one you look at it, is in a passive receptive position. Strangely enough, very similar to the desperate. It's like there's the echoing of the hands on the face, the giving up, the whole thing, and then, you know, the bird coming in. So that's interesting then, that both birds are looking. So I suppose maybe you could say giving up on an ideal of thinking in some way that, you know, if it is like that, you have to have the perfect body, or you have to have the perfect soul, or you have to have the perfect haircut, the perfect makeup, the perfect clothes, perfect, I don't know, car, whatever it is. And when you give up on that, and it's not that you need more information. It's not that something you don't know. The message isn't something you don't know that you have to find out about. And it's not more of. It's not being more powerful. It's not, you know, being more assertive, not being more, doing more. It's going the other way. It's giving up. Giving up. It's the opposite of the sun. And then I suppose this is interesting that the lovers and the giver being the reciprocal, both reciprocal things. Like it's like, but they're not doing anything. The lovers aren't doing anything in order to get something. They're just, that's a harmony that's been achieved, you know. Whereas this is a relationship. This is a contract. This is reciprocal. This is a, you know, give and take. This is a push and a pull. So there's a lot there. The librarian and the lovers. Yeah, it's a relaxed rather than a seeking. I think that's it. I can't really see much anything else popping out at me there. So yeah, I hope that's helpful to you, Michelle, and I hope it makes some sense. And thank you to everyone else who had a watch of this. I hope it in some way helped you too. And yeah, good people of the internet, good people of the internet. Until next time, may our best days be ahead and be well.